CD Projekt Red has been giving us previews in the form of their Nightwire live streams where we got to know more about the lore and the world of Cyberpunk 2077. The game is set in Night City, a coastal metropolis established between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The fictional city has a rich history as it was the setting for Cyberpunk, the role-playing game of the Dark Future tabletop game from 1988. Welcome to Games Access, and this video is going to discuss everything you need to know about Cyberpunk 2077. The game takes place in the west coast city of Night City, and in the past the city has fallen many times over. The biggest danger came in the 2020s when a tactical nuclear device went off under mysterious circumstances. But the people of Night City bounced back. However, by the year 2045, the city operated by itself since the interior of the country is more or less a wasteland. By 2077, Night City is once again a thriving place. The playable world is smaller than The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, however it is denser with story missions. The city is divided into 6 districts where the city center is your standard metropolitan commercial sector. It has massive skyscrapers and high population density similar to modern cities today. The Watson district was once occupied by a prosperous mega corporation, but it is now populated by immigrants. Mostly dominated by the Asian community, you can expect to see bazaars and street markets. The Westbrook sector is where all the wealthy people live, and it includes a touristy Japantown. Haywood is another wealthy district, predominantly Latino, but also has a lot of gang activity in the area. The 4th district, called the Pacifica, serves as the slums for the city and is overrun by gangs and criminals. And lastly, the Santo Domingo district is one of the Night City's oldest districts. Corporations use it as a testing ground for industrial projects, destroying old factories just to build new ones, while residents scrape a desperate living in crowded mega buildings, wishing for something better. There are a whole host of gangs running around Night City, and the latest episode of Night City Wire gave us our first in-depth look at their dynamics. You won't be able to join any of the gangs, but you will encounter them throughout their specific Night City territories. You can do jobs for them as you will need a few friends in the city. Cyberpunk 2077 quest director spoke to thegamer.com about interacting with these gangs. He said, "You will sometimes get jobs that were given to a fixer by some gang members. So you kind of do dabble in this dynamic between them, but you won't really push sides. It's more doing gigs that will change some local bands of power rather than shifting the huge bands of power in the entire city." There are at least 8 gangs operating in Night City, and you will encounter the cyberware harvesting scavs, the chrome sucking maelstrom, the honor focused Valentinos, the Second Amendment obsessed 6th Street gang, the mysterious voodoo boys, and the absolute unit animals, the black market bargaining tiger claws, and the female focused moxes. Each gang has its own clear set of ideologies, styles, and motivations. The next thing we want to talk about are the weapons in the game. Cyberpunk 2077 will give you the freedom to use all types of weapons such as guns, melee weapons, throwables, offensive cyberware mods, and other weapons we haven't seen yet. We've already seen a power weapon that can be used to ricochet bullets around the corner for indirect fire. We can expect many forms of other mods that enhance weapons in ways we can't even imagine. You'll be able to customize your weapons with 2 types of mods: attachments, which are physical objects such as scopes and silencers, and software mods, which can alter fundamentals like fire rate, damage, and even damage type. Cyberpunk 2077 weapons will also come in different rarities such as common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. Legendary weapons even possess special traits that can't be found in any other guns, and you won't be able to buy them in stores. You will have to find these guns in caches hidden across the Night City. There may even be situations where you have to make hard decisions in order to get the best legendary weapon in the game. Being a RPG, Cyberpunk 2077 has a robust character customization system where players can choose everything from hair color and eye color down to the types of genitalia they possess. Customization will be integral to your Cyberpunk journey, from character appearance options to available weaponry, cyber augmentations, and story choices. There's a good chance that we will spend hours crafting the perfect V during our gameplay, and we're sure you're going to do it too. We do know a little bit about the story where players take the role of V in the game, a customizable protagonist who can join one of the 3 life paths to determine their journey through the game's world. As a nomad, street kid, or corporate V, players will embark on various missions tailored to their V's backstory. While each life path do have exclusive stories, the overall goal remains the same. You have to travel through Night City and obtain a rare implant that can grant immortality. One of the most important Cyberpunk 2077 characters is Johnny Silverhand, a punk rocker presumed dead after launching an attack on the headquarters of banking megacorporation Arasaka. Johnny Silverhand will appear in Cyberpunk 2077, and he's played by internet sweetheart Keanu Reeves. He'll appear as a digital ghost voice in V's head and guide them through the Night City. You'll also have a small segment of the game from Johnny's point of view, as revealed in one of the Night City Wire episodes. CD Projekt Red has finally revealed the minimum PC requirements for the game, and the developers have managed to get the game working for PCs that do not require high-end hardware. The game's recommended specs are not too heavy, requiring only an Intel Core i7-4790 or an AMD Ryzen 3 3200G processor. In terms of the GPU, the game's recommended specs are not that bad either. You will need an Nvidia GTX 1060 or an AMD Radeon R9 Fury graphics card. However, if you are looking to run the game at 1440p or 4K resolution and want to check out ray tracing lighting, you will require the RTX 20 series or RTX 30 series GPU. So that was everything important you need to know about Cyberpunk 2077. We're just counting down the days until we can get our hands on this game. Thank you for watching our video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like and share the video as it really helps us in growing. Until next time, over and out.